The construction where you strive for harmony with every entity. The best way, if you really want to see the most eco-friendly thing, is you live in a cave, which is not a possibility. Okay, what you need to do is you need to strive, be conscious, be aware what material you are using. Are you going for your need or for your greed? And that's how it is basically. You shift the needle.
Build only to what you really need. That's where it starts, the conscious decisions.
What does it mean is that you try to use the material judiciously, whatever the material you are using. You try to use as much local material as possible.
To have a material which is connected to the place, which is contextual, that is very important, because otherwise we tend to have, oh, this product is good, we can cut and paste it in some other place. No.
So we're not taking a blueprint and just building it, we are actually creating a blueprint for this specific plot. And you focus on the plot that you're building, and you do it what is just necessary.
Everybody today is aware about what is a natural material, the value of an earth material, because you can feel it. They also have this feeling of earth, of getting this connection, with earth, which is very important in terms of living in that environment.
We do need to use some amount of steel, some amount of cement to give the strength, to give the earthquake protection. So we have to be engineering driven, data driven, science driven. At the same time, make conscious choices that will be very earth friendly.
ये सब बहुत ज़्यादा ये एग्रीगेट के खदाने हो गए, सीमेंट की खदाने हो गए, जो काफ़ी कुछ जो है अर्थ को काफ़ी प्रभाव डाल रहा है. तो ये सारी चीज़ें हम लोग कम कर सकते हैं. ये मड हम लोग यही लोकली कहीं से भी थोड़ा सा उठा के लेके हम लोग बना सकते हैं.
What I can say is the technology is there. It was there before as well. This technology, what being developed, is to adapt to the today's condition, where previously mud was used from centuries.
The techniques and the methodology we are using are age-old methodologies from before even cement was invented, from before steel was used for construction.
Cement is not bad, but too much cement is bad. Only cement is bad. So we can combine, for instance, cement and lime to stabilize mud bricks with a very low carbon footprint, because it's not a burn brick, it's called a stabilized block, CSCB, compressed stabilized earth block.
So reliability, quality and structural integrity is fundamental. There's two things that goes with earth construction. One, we are actually crafting the home, right? It's a craft. It's not like, throw things and it'll stick and you move on. So every step you can see they are actually finishing the walls with actually the grooving that they're doing by hand. The bricks are actually made in a mold by hand. So there's a lot of artisan effort going into this construction. So the emphasis more on using the right people to build it. This can't be just outsourced. This can't be like given to a contractor to bring people who are not trained to just build it.
This kind of construction requires skilled artisans. Somewhere as a society we have not appreciated the last man which is doing that. So the skill is getting lost.
So it is trained craftsmen that are working on the house, and that obviously is not the lowest cost of payment of wages. If you think about it, we have to pay them well, and a part of our job is to making sure that that craft and that artisan quality is getting passed on generation to generations. Typical construction, where it's probably 70% on material and 30-35% on artisan cost, here it is probably flipped.
So you save a lot on material, but you give it to the artisans. Artisan cost is higher in this, material cost is less. In a normal RCC or whatever construction, material cost is higher, artisan cost is lower. So that's how you can see.
If we are bringing the level of skills and the level of self-esteem for the artisan who, you know, obviously get those skills, so it's a, I will say, a virtuous circle. You know, I'm getting skills, so I'm getting more self-esteem. I'm confident to acquire more skill or to grow in the, you know, in the industry. I think that will have a very profound effect on the society itself.
अभी आपका लाइफ में क्या नहीं है?
मतलब पूरा सीखे नहीं है,
हाँ
सीखने का बाकी है।
हाँ बहुत बढ़िया हाँ।
पूरा काम सीख जाएंगे, ये ग्रुपिंग जोड़ाई का काम पूरा सीख जाएंगे तो फिर अच्छा रहेगा हमारे लिए।
करेक्ट।
अभी ये सीख गए हैं तो बाकी काम भी सीख जाएंगे।
Somewhere as a society we have not appreciated the last man which is doing that. When I see people, the set of artists, some set of artisans and all, it's a very, very humbling experience to see where they are. Unfortunately, people like us can express, can talk, and that's why you're interviewing us, but the real heroes are somewhere else, who are doing phenomenal job, like not just from the skill perspective but the character perspective. The kind of effort, the kind of humbleness with which they are working is mind boggling.
आप कंस्ट्रक्शन फील्ड में देखेंगे तो जो भी लेबर होते हैं, आर्टिसंस होते हैं, तो उनको इतना इज्जत नहीं मिलता है, उनको एक अलग ही नज़रिए से देखा जाता है। तो एक ये चीज़ हमने पूरी तरीके से बंद कर दिया है। तो हमारी कंपनी में जो है एक सर वाला कल्चर और सर वाला कल्चर हमने ख़त्म कर दिया। हम लोग सारे लोग आपस में एक दूसरे को भैया बोलते हैं, मतलब एक रिलेशनशिप आपस में, और इस रिलेशनशिप के आधार पे ही हम लोग जो है कंपनी में काम कर रहे हैं।
I also came to know in the Vastu Shastra, the core of, you know, the Indian text about how to build a house. There is a very specific note on not hurting anybody during the whole time of construction. We forgot that is also part of building well, not having only a result but having environment of harmony and not hurting anybody.
होता है कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी में कि एक जोर से बोल देना, कहीं कुछ गलत काम हो गया, कुछ हो गया, तो ये सारी स्थिति नहीं है। अगर कुछ काम अगर ख़राब हो गया है तो शांति से हम लोग उसको सुलझाते हैं, ये सोच के कि ये तो खाली एक बिल्डिंग है, ये अगर टूट गया तो वो फिर से बन जाएगा। लेकिन हम, आपका और मेरा दोनों का अगर रिश्ता है, अगर वो रिश्ता अगर टूट गया तो वो रिश्ता फिर से जुड़ पाना बहुत ही मुश्किल होता है। तो इसलिए हमारा एक सोच रहता है कि सब लोग, हम लोग मिलके काम करें, एक अच्छे इन्वायरमेंट में मिलके काम करें, अच्छी एक लाइफ स्टाइल के साथ में।
Most of them, 90-95% of them are working here. It's not their hometown. It's not where their families are. In fact, many of them have family and children back in the villages. It's not that we pay them and they get the job done. So we make sure that they are happy, both here and their families are happy back there.
वैसे तो फैमिली से हम लोग लगभग 5 महीने 6 महीने दूर रहते हैं, तो फ़ोन से ही बात हो पाती है। मगर हमारी जब हम लोग घर जाते हैं तो हमारी फैमिली भी सोचती है कि मतलब आप इतना चेंज कैसे हो गए। अब वहाँ हमारे लोकल के बॉयज़ या लोकल के लोग कैसा व्यवहार करते हैं और हम लोग वहाँ पे जाके कैसा व्यवहार करते हैं, तो ये भी हमारी फैमिली को काफ़ी आश्चर्यजनक लगा।
We also look at their social life. In other words, are they leading a healthy life? Are they eating well? Are they not having any bad habits, including drinking or other vices?
आप देखते होंगे कि इस फील्ड में बहुत से जो लोग हैं नशा बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं। तो एक हमारी कंपनी में ही हमने कर दिया है कि हमारी कंपनी में जो है, जो नशा जो है वो पूरी तरीके से हम लोग बंद कर देंगे। इससे क्या होता है कि एक तो हमारा कंस्ट्रक्शन का काम भी ख़राब होगा अगर नशे में काम करेंगे, दूसरा वो अपने बॉडी को भी नुकसान पहुंचाएंगे, और तीसरा अगर वो नशा करेंगे तो एक फाइनेंशियली लॉस्ट भी उनको होगा, साथ में उनकी फैमिली के लिए भी अच्छा नहीं होगा। तो इसीलिए हमारी कंपनी में नशा को हम लोग पूरी तरीके से हमने बंद कर दिया है। तो यहाँ से उनकी जो लाइफ स्टाइल है वो थोड़ी सी चेंज हुई है हर तरीके से। हमारी कंपनी जो है कई तरीके से काम कर रही है। अभी जस्ट कंपनी हम पर काम कर रही है, फिर धीरे से हम ही लोग मिलके हमारी जो पीछे में जो फैमिली है उस लाइफ स्टाइल को भी हम लोग आगे से बेहतर बनाने की कोशिश है।
So that's how I call it is human-centric earth construction, where you're doing justice to people. Both, I mean, when I say people, is not just artisans, it is the house owner as well.
It's not like you go sign up and you buy a home. It's not like you go get your home built. It's actually you go work with the team and craft your home. So you transition from that commercial purchase transaction to a partnership where you're involved in actually building it to just the optimal specifications that make sense to your plot, to your plan.
Yes, so in that transparency model, we are trying to have a more, I will say, circular kind of discussion between the client, the suppliers, the artisan, the architects.
And not only it's known to the client, even the artisans know what the management is getting paid or what their supervisor is getting paid. So it's a heartful endeavor of the dweller family, of the professionals that are involved in the construction, as well as all the artisans and the craftsmen that are involved in the endeavor. So the three legs are more important, and together we work harnessing the best value with the least impact to the ecology.